Hey, Holmes.
You want me to open up?
Sure, man.
All right, last one. Ask Dave. Are you we're better than this record kind of guy, or you are what you are, and this is the team that we are?
I want to say we're better than our record. I mean, we've lost a lot of close games, and it's one of those things, one play in one game. In each game, we could be 4-1 definitely, but to the outside viewers, I'm sure they're thinking we are what we are, and that's fine. We know the type of team we can be, and it's just a matter of us taking care of business and making plays.
Coach's words, not mine. 90% of the guys are rowing the boat in the same direction, but there's 10% that they need to step up. Do you guys as a team, as players, see that as well out in practice and in the locker room and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, you always see those guys that repeatedly just that sometimes they don't get it, and sometimes it's young guys, sometimes it's older guys, and I think with the change that Coach Clausen brought upon us, some of the older guys aren't getting it, and I mean, obviously a lot of young guys don't get it just because they're young and in college for the first time and everything like that, but I think we have a lot more people on board and going the same way than we don't, so I think that's a positive thing.
Talk about how this year's Centennial Cup, between Beachy and Kent, each game is pouring each sport. Does that have anything to do with the rivalry?
I mean, it's a rivalry game, and I think no matter what you try to bring into it, you're going to treat it the same. So, but we know the type of opponent Kent is, and the type of opponent they are throughout the years, and I mean, they've really turned their program around, and they're trying to get over that hump like we are. So I think we're very similar in that aspect, but it's just another rivalry game and just another MAC game. So I don't think we're going to treat it any different just because they're going to put a Centennial Cup on it. But it's just another MAC game for us.
How many times you watched that last play to Freddie where a ball popped up in the air?
I watched it a couple.
Do you think he's going to catch it at one point?
About 3 points, I thought he was going to catch it, and I think it's one of those things that he was just trying so hard to catch it. It just slipped through his hands, and we've all seen Freddie make plays, and I'm sure it's killing him as much as it's killing anybody else. So we know he knows we're going to come back to him. He's going to have a lot more chances to make plays, and I'm sure he'll take advantage of a lot of those opportunities.
3 losses by 7 points. The Boise State one outstanding, but I mean, which is tougher to take? Is it the 3 losses by 7 points, or is it the blowout?
I think 3 losses by 7 points, just because you know you're right there, and it's 1 or 2 things that could have gone wrong, or could have gone different that went wrong. And I mean, in the games that you get blown out, there's a lot of things. There's turnovers, but a lot of penalties and things like that. But in these 7-point games, there's a lot of circumstances that we could have taken advantage of and that we didn't. So I think they're a little harder to swallow.
Talk about your goals before the season of winning the MAC, a bowl game. Do you feel like this is, at this point in the season, one you have to have?
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, I think we have to have a do-or-die mentality because the way the MAC has been, you can never predict how many you need, how many wins you need to win the MAC or win your division. We've had years where you can go 7-1 and not win it. We've had years where you can go 5-3 and win it. So we just need to do everything in our power to just take it week by week and focus on Kent. And I mean, we don't have everything in our control because we lost to Ohio now, but we need some things to help us. But I don't think that puts us out of the race.
Yes, sir.
How do you? Coach talked about the breakdowns in the games that you've lost. How can you practice against doing that repeatedly?
I mean, repetition. When you watch film with coaches, it seems like they're always negative because they're always focusing on the plays you don't do well. But one, that's their job to coach the wrong points, and there's a lot of things we do well, and there's no doubt about that. And it's just little things here and there that don't go well, and practicing the situations and trying to put more pressure on situations in practice, I think that'll help us. And we've had instances in practice where we have punishments for when we repeatedly make mistakes. So, I mean, I think that's one way you fix it, but inevitably it comes down to just guys just focusing on that one play and not letting the previous play bother them or any play we're going to call in the future, let them think about that. So I think it's just 11 guys doing their job on a specific play, and that's all it comes down to.
All right, thanks, Tyler.
Thanks.